Hello and welcome back. My name's Matthew Brown, aka the PKU This is the second video since we started the channel. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I forgot to mention in the first video, and that basically is just what this channel's about, and also a bit of information for those people that don't actually know what PKU is, shall I say. So PKU stands for phenylketonuria, or phenylketonuria, or however you want to pronounce it. It's quite a long scientific word, and basically it relates to a deficiency, a metabolic disorder within certain people, and it's transmitted through birth, and it basically in terms of biology would be that you would have a mother and a father, and when they have a baby it comes through in the genes. So basically the father and the mother would both have one side of a certain gene, the PKU gene, that would be recessive, and so it wouldn't be working, and it affects an enzyme in the stomach that breaks down phenylalanine in the body, which is a part of protein that people with PKU can't break down. So you have two carriers, a mother and a father, that carry one recessive gene, part of a gene each, and then when they have the baby, that baby then creates a fully recessive gene relating to the enzyme function that deals with the phenylalanine in protein. And then that's when you have a person or a child with PKU. I think it's around about 1 in 10, 1 in 15,000 people have PKU, and I think it's maybe about 6,500, around about that number, have PKU in the UK alone, and I think the UK population is around about 65 million, so pretty rare. But I don't know what you know, people with PKU that are watching this, I don't know what your experiences are, but I've actually quite strangely come across people with PKU in everyday life. I went to university, I studied animal behaviour and welfare, animal management and behaviour, and basically I was in my dorms one day, and one of my dorm flat mates had her sister over, pre-COVID, back when we could actually have people in the house or in the building. It was a few years ago, and she had a sister round, this girl, and I walked into the kitchen, into the shared kitchen, and this girl, I'd never seen her before, she's there, and she's making up one of the shakes, Flexi 10, if anybody knows, that shake in particular, the powdered shake, the supplement drink you have to have as part of the diet, for those that don't know. She was stood there mixing up the shake, and I knew straight away. I was like, "Hey, that's Flexi 10. You've got Flexi 10. Do you have PKU?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh wow, I've never met anybody before with it. Just randomly." It was so bizarre, and yet, like my parents sometimes say to me, "Oh, I know this person whose son's got the condition, or this person whose daughter's got the condition." So I seem to come across it every so often, which is amazing. So that's pretty much what the condition is. What will happen if somebody with the condition doesn't have enough, has too much protein, the body won't break down the protein because it lacks the enzymes to do so. So instead it will form like a liquid on the brain. It can... Oh, Shazbaz! Sorry. Getting too flamboyant with my hand gestures. It will break down into the brain and form like some kind of liquid, which isn't good obviously, because what will happen then is it eventually will suffocate the brain like a plastic bag, and can really damage the brain and the brain development, especially from a young age. And in the worst case, you could be looking at like brain damage, and thereon it could be worse. So it's best to stay on the diet. And the diet, when I keep saying the diet, for those that don't know, is a regulated diet, a moderation of so much protein, because we do have to have so much protein in order for our bodies to function to a point. And by doing that, we have shakes or supplements that measure out a certain allowance of protein, so that we don't become like B12 deficient or anything like that. And also you get what's known as exchanges, and that's basically a protein allowance. So you stay within a certain bracket of protein each day, and then you're not going over your levels, and your levels are detected in your blood sample. So you do like a thumb prick every few weeks, and you send it in on a blood spot card. So you get like a little pen, you click the pen, and you spot the card with your blood, and then the card gets mailed and posted to the hospital. So that's that. And yeah, so I thought, I basically wanted to say, because I didn't say it on the first video, was that I haven't told you that I will hopefully be starting within a week or so, and I'll be receiving my first needle pen, and the blood spot cards, and also I'll be receiving a handful of a few different supplements to take. So I think they're sending me a couple of forms of tablets and a few forms of drinks, and maybe powdered drinks, I don't know, mixed up, or maybe pre-mixed drinks already. So what I want to do with this channel, as well as document how I'm getting on in my progression of going back onto the diet, and seeing how my body hopefully gets a bit more healthier again, and it hopefully works for me. I want to also document and do reviews of products, and whether it's food, supplements, blood spot pen things, different types of pens, and I thought it'd be quite handy and useful, because there are many companies out there. The hospital send quite a few things under national health, so I want to be able to do a review for you about that as well, because I know for a fact that things will have changed and have changed since I was on the diet, because I was on the diet about 10 years ago, and so all the products will have changed. I briefly spoke to my dietitian on the phone the other day and she told me all these different things, these new companies, these new products that have been made. So when they send the samples and things like that, I'm hopefully going to, well, I'll do some reviews and some taste tests and things like that, because I'm not saying I'm the only one that's returning to the diet. There might be a few people out there that are thinking of returning to the diet, So this video is also, I hope, will help them as well and give them a bit of an insight, like, you know, like I'm learning as I'm going kind of thing. So I hope this helps everybody, really. And I hope that the channel will gain a few subscribers, and through advertising, maybe I can get some sponsors through, and we can taste test some of the more wild and wonderful new creations, food creations that are out there for us guys. And I just hope it's helpful. That is my number one thing, and I want it to be helpful for you, and I want it also to help me in a way, because it's going to be tough me getting back onto the diet as well. And if I have some sort of support like this, and I can help support you and all those people that are thinking about going back onto the diet, I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a worthwhile endeavour, and it's worth doing. So that's all I wanted to say. So please like, share and subscribe, and we can gain a lot more viewers that either have PKU and already on the diet, and maybe are interested, or even people that are returning or thinking about returning to the diet like I am. And also, this is an educational video for those that maybe don't have the condition. I just hope you all enjoy it, and again, as always, stay safe and look after each other. See ya. Bye.